bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Paul Lisnick and this is Comcast Newsmakers. We're coming to you from the state capitol in Springfield. We're in our beautiful rotunda. This hour's newsmaker is Michael Frerichs, state senator for the 52nd District. Today we're going to be talking about alternative energy and the University of Illinois, and they are related. Senator, it's good to see you.
Always good to be here.
The U of I, my alma mater for all my degrees, is in your district.
Yes.
And I want to talk to you as it relates to alternative energy because it is a source of great research in that world. But the U of I has been the subject of many a front page. So let's talk about the recent potential resolution of this scandal. It's led to the resignation of President White, of Chancellor Herman. My sense was they really couldn't avoid losing their jobs in order to resolve this.
I think they reached a point, especially when the faculty senate voted for an orderly transition, that it was clear that they would have to move on. Now, but I don't want people to think that's the only chapter in their lives. There's careers at the University of Illinois. I think both Chancellor Herman and President White accomplished many good things in their time there, and I hope they're remembered for those things more so.
And it's true, things get to be clouded over time, and we forget the good that people did. Governor Quinn also called for the resignation of all the trustees. He wanted a clean slate there. They all stepped down except for two. They happen to be two African-American members of the Board of Trustees, Trustee Carroll and Trustee Montgomery. Thank you very much. Should Quinn have forced those resignations, or did he do what he had to do to not create perhaps a race issue?
Well, I'm not sure he had to force those resignations, but as soon as he said, I want all of your resignations, I think he should have followed through. I think you saw some trustees who weren't involved in this scandal, but in order to give the governor a clean slate, respond to his request, they stepped down and found out that they weren't reappointed, where the members who didn't listen to the governor's request got to stay on. I think it could have been handled differently.
The newspapers made a big deal of all of the various representatives and senators who made requests, and then some got in, some didn't. But I'm thinking to myself, isn't that a practice that goes on everywhere? I mean, what is wrong with a senator or representative simply making a request, or is that undue pressure being put on the university?
And I can't speak for every other state. I imagine this is something that goes on other places. In some cases, clearly there were senators, representatives putting undue pressure on the university. In other cases, they were being good representatives for their constituents, who just their constituents had a question about their status on the waiting list. They had other colleges out there that they'd applied to. And I think those are entirely appropriate for you to advocate on behalf of your constituents.
All right, let me shift. University is a key place where alternative energy research goes on. It's playing out in a couple of different ways. I know you're involved in legislations tied to both of these. Let me start with wind technology if we can. We need more windmills. They're energy efficient.
Yeah. Well, I think that's one thing we shouldn't lose sight of in all of this scandal regarding the University of Illinois. The real purpose of the University of Illinois is to educate future citizens of the state of Illinois and to conduct world-class research that improves our society. And we've seen great strides coming in that in the field of alternative technologies, one being wind technology. And so one of the things I've been working on recently is trying to allow local municipalities to start up wind farms to create clean, green electricity, decrease our reliance on foreign oil. And the University of Illinois has been in the forefront in that field.
Talk to me a little bit about the Future Clean Alliance as well and what's happening in Mattoon.
Yeah. So Future Gen Alliance was awarded. It was awarded to Mattoon a couple of years ago. I think President Bush, based on political pressure, took it away. We're now pushing again to get it back into Mattoon to create a lot of jobs, and I think it would really go a long way to reviving the Illinois coal industry in a way that doesn't contribute to global warming.
Because it sends things underground, not out, right?
We sequester underground. So currently we have tons and tons of carbon under our soil in the form of coal. When we burn it, we release it into the atmosphere. What they're going to do is take that, pump it back underground, and put the carbon back where it came from.
Can the efforts be done here in the legislature, or is this hope that President Obama steps in?
Well, this is something that President Obama and Senator Durbin have been instrumental in getting money for. We at the state of Illinois need to do our part, though, in order to make sure this project goes forward and put lots of people to work and showcase technology that will keep our country running safe and clean for years to come.
All right, I know it's an election year for you. These are the things you're going to spend most of your time with, and I appreciate your being with me.
Thank you, Paul. Happy to be here.
This hour's newsmaker has been State Senator Michael Frerichs. I'm Paul Lisnick. Thanks for watching us here. This is Comcast Newsmakers. Bye-bye.
The preceding was a presentation of Comcast Newsmakers. Now, back to headline news.